Hello, welcome back to my new video. So today I'll actually be discussing about value types in Solidity. We have several types of data types in Solidity, but I'll actually be talking about value types specifically in Solidity. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. In Solidity, which is a statistical typed language, which is also known as a object-oriented language, is actually categorized into few types. We actually have value type, we have reference types. Now, in this video, I'll actually be showing you how the value types are actually used specifically. So, first thing I will have to do is actually to start writing out the code, the simple code specifically that we'll be using. So, I will start by declaring the version actually we'll be using. So um what I'll be using right now is pragma. Actually we're using pragma solidity. And the version, this sign specifically is actually used for most times for you to actually use a version, that current version you are defining, and above, which is it specify this current version which you are specifying and above versions. That's what it just does. So 0.8 points, let's use like 30. So yeah, so this is actually the solidity version which I just defined basically. So the next thing you have to do to define the name of your contract. A contract is actually a keyword used in Solidity. So contract, I will actually say value type because we are specifically talking about value type. And say data type because it's a data type. There are data types as well. So curly braces. Now, like I said, like every other programming languages, data types or types are actually used to store values. Now, what actually is data type or value type specifically? Now, value types actually used to store data directly and are actually always passed by values most often when used in a function or argument, more especially. So, what are the data types or the value types? I will begin by specifying the first one, which is we have boolean type. I will actually comment them. We have boolean type, we have unsigned int, we have int, we have bytes, we have strings, we have address. Now we have a few other ones specifically, so but I'll actually be talking on these most ones which you'll be using most often when writing contract in Solidity. So now let's see how you can actually use Boolean data type. Now Boolean data type more often is actually just used to say true or false argument. What am I trying to say? Boolean data type actually they are actually recognized as a truth or false representer. You understand? It actually represents truth values or either false values. Now, let's see how it actually can be used in Solidity. So, boolean, bool, and let's say probably has not eaten. You can actually say true or false, but I actually say true specifically. So we just defined a boolean data type right now, which is a value data type. So it's actually used for true or false in Solidity, just as every other programming languages. So we can actually define the next one, which is on uint specifically, which is unsigned integer. Now, unsigned integer are different. Unsigned integers specifically, they come in versions like from 8 bits to 256 bits. Now, unsigned integers are actually used most often, and it actually used to represent data, and it's actually more, it actually represents from a positive whole number. Basically, no decimal. It actually accepts a positive whole number, no decimal or fraction. Now, what am I trying to say? Let's take for an instance. Let's say we want to actually define unsigned integer. What we would say basically is, let's say uint. You can actually say we will use 256 or uint 256 bits. Mind you, um if you actually know how bytes and bits are represented, you actually understand what this means. Now, right now, bytes basically, one byte is actually 8 bits. You understand? So 8 bits is actually 1 byte, like I said. If you want to understand what bytes is actually is, what you can actually say is 2 raised to power 8. It will actually give you your amount which you need, which is bytes. Now, bytes are actually larger files or larger values, while bits are actually smaller data values, more like. So, but that's not what we are discussing on this tutorial. Favorite uint 23, and yeah, we just defined an unsigned integer which accepts whole numbers, positive whole numbers. Now, let's work on int itself. Int are integers, basically. Ints are integers. We can actually define an integer like this way. Now, you can say int 256 my value equals to minus 866. Now, integers, basically, signed integers accepts negative numbers. Basically, they accept negative numbers as well. They accept positive and negative numbers. You understand? So it's actually a special type of value type. They are actually used a lot while working with Solidity. Bytes, which I was talking about previously. Now let's give an example how you can actually use it on Solidity. Now you can actually say bytes we just defined our bytes right now. So it actually ranges from 1 byte to 32 bytes. You understand? Now, the relationship between bits and bytes is that byte is actually generated from bits. So that is why 1 byte is actually 8 bits. Now, the next one is strings. You can actually represent strings just like other programming languages. Strings are used to store values. You can actually say string my name, and we just defined a string right now. So they are actually used to store characters specifically. Now we also have the last but not the least, um, address. Now address, like the name implies, is actually one of the value data type, and address specifically are basically used a lot in Solidity. Now we have address, we have the address called address, normal address, and we have address payable. Now we'll be talking about just the address itself. We're using the address itself. Now normally 20 bytes value specifically used to store Ethereum addresses is actually normally known as address payable. Now what am I trying to say? Let's define it. Basically the address which we are trying to actually use. So we can say address can use this, and next thing we have to say is, so I just copied an Ethereum address. Now this, like I said, your address, we have payable address and we have normal address. Now the payable address basically is 20 byte value, and it's actually used to store Ethereum addresses. Your Ethereum addresses is actually 20 byte values, and these are actually some of the few most used value data type in Solidity. You'll be working most often with them, and so if you love this video, kindly subscribe to my channel.